you're able to convey the message in the right way to your audience. Now, expressing your ideas are important. If you're not able to express properly, hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of improving your speaking skills, becoming a powerful speaker, and having good communication skills. Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to tell you one rule with which you are going to charm your audience and become an absolutely impeccable speaker. Yes, so if you follow this one rule that I'm going to tell you today, you are going to become a confident English speaker, fluent speaker who is going to charm his or her audience. Do you want to charm your audience? Well, this one rule can change your speaking game altogether. Are you ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor and communication coach, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any video lesson. Also, like the video and share it with your friends too. Now, coming back to today's lesson, that is this one rule. What is this one rule? I'm sure you must be excited and eager to know what is this one rule that I'm talking about. And the rule is, listen very carefully, don't race the pace. Don't race the pace. Yes, that is one rule which is going to help you become a better speaker, somebody who's going to charm the audience. Why? Because you're going to appear so much more confident while speaking. If you apply this one rule, that is, don't race the pace. Now, what is this rule actually? We are going to discuss this rule in details. There are so many layers to this one particular rule, and it's not so difficult to achieve. Do not worry about it. We are going to discuss everything in details. First of all, I want to tell you what is the pace. I'm saying don't race the pace. So, pace is basically the speed with which you speak. When we talk about speaking, when we talk about speaking skills, pace is a part of your voice modulation. And voice modulation is important when you speak anything, in any language, right? So, when we are speaking in English, similarly, pace is important. Pace is the speed at which you speak. A lot of times, in order to tell what they are saying, people end up speaking too much too fast altogether and often end up getting breathless at the end. Or facing with such kind of problem, you end up facing such kind of problem, for example, getting stuck while speaking, not able to remember what you were saying, suddenly you're at loss for words. Why? Because you're speaking too fast. It's like whatever you have prepared, or whatever you want to say, if you're having something on the spot, for example, you're having a casual conversation, right? So whatever you must have prepared in your mind, you want to get it out fast so that you're able to speak everything that you have prepared quickly, so that you do not forget or you do not make any mistake. It happens. So sometimes you are too fast in your pace, the speed at which you speak. Don't race the pace means race. Race is all about speed, how fast you are, isn't it? Yes. So don't race the pace means you do not have to be too fast all the time. No. I understand sometimes speaking fast can actually be helpful, but not always. Not always. You need to learn how to stop and speak slowly whenever required, because it has its own benefits. I'm going to tell you why this rule works a lot, how this rule can actually totally transform your speaking skills, right? So don't race the pace. That is, do not speak too fast at times. Do not do that. Learn the art of speaking slowly. Learn the art of speaking in a slow pace. I'm not saying too slow. Please do not think that you have to speak too slow. No, not too slow. But obviously not in such a fast manner that your audience is not able to catch whatever you're speaking, or you yourself start fumbling for words. Your pace must be in control. What I want to say is that your pace must be in your own control of whatever you are speaking. Okay, now let's look at why this is important and how this rule works, right? So, number one thing that I want to tell you why this rule works is it adds expressiveness. Expressiveness. That means you appear more expressive. The benefit number one of this particular rule, how this transforms your speaking, is you appear more expressive. It creates a richness in your speaking, a richness, expressiveness. You know, when you speak something, a lot of times what happens is you're not able to express what you want to say. But when you speak with a certain pace, in a slow pace, you are able to add that expressiveness. You are able to express more of what you want to say, and you're able to convey the message in the right way to your audience. Now, expressing your ideas are important. If you're not able to express properly, what's the use of speaking a language? Because communication is all about your expression. How are you able to express yourself? Are you able to express yourself or not? And if you're not able to do it 100%, then that is something is lacking. And this is what is going to solve your problem. If you don't raise the pace, that is, if you have your pace under control, you can be more expressive while speaking. And if you're more expressive, obviously your audience will be charmed. Benefit number two. Well, benefit number two is that it buys you time to think. It buys you enough time to think about something if you are at loss of words, or maybe you've forgotten what you were saying. This happens. This can happen to anybody. It's a normal human reaction to certain situations while you are speaking in front of somebody. Even if you're a confident speaker, you may face this kind of situation. That's totally okay. You cannot avoid such situations. And if these situations arise in future, if you have your pace under control, that is, if you have control over your pace, you're speaking in a slow pace, you'll have time to think about something. You'll have time to think about more content. You'll have time to think about how to connect that particular content or whatever you were telling, the idea to the new idea. So it'll buy you enough time to think, and hence you'll have time to think. You'll be able to smoothly connect different idea with the previous one. You'll appear fluent in front of your audience, and they will not be able to judge you, right? So that particular dilemma, that what will happen if I'm gonna forget something, if I fumble for words, what will my audience think about me? You'll have time to think about it if the pace is under your control. So it buys you some time to think, and in that particular time you can think and then connect something. Bravo. No need to worry about that, and your audience might not even know that something was happening, like you were having some kind of thought crisis, like what to say next. Oh wow, what was I actually saying? You were going through these kind of dilemmas. Your audience will not even know about that, and in front of your audience you will appear as a perfect fluent speaker. So that's why it's very important to not raise the pace. Benefit number three, and not just benefit but a huge fluency benefit, is you sound so much clear. Yes, you sound clear. Whatever you are saying, it's clear. Don't raise the pace. Why? Because when you are speaking slowly, it gives time to your audience to think about what you were saying. When they have time to understand you, you appear a clear English speaker, as if you're speaking clear English, or as if you're speaking clearly. So are you understanding? Because they have more time to understand you, you appear clear automatically. It's like an automatic reaction from your audience. So that's why you need to control your pace, speak slowly at times so that your audience can process what you're saying and it appears so clear to them. When you do not raise the pace, you're able to speak clear, because also it gives you time to speak each and every word out as the word is supposed to be pronounced. So you're able to implement that pronunciation too in a certain way, and hence you sound clear, clearer than before. So that's why it's very important for you to not raise the pace. The one rule that is a transformative communication skill for you, speaking skill for you. This one rule is going to help you become a confident and clear English speaker too. So that is the lesson for today. That was the lesson where I've told you about this one rule which is going to transform your speaking skill. Apply it whenever you are practicing and apply it whenever you're speaking in the real life situation. Both ways, apply this particular rule and see the difference. But one warning that I want to give you is that do not overdo it. Do not overdo, because everything has a limit. So use this particular rule to its limit. Do not overdo, but this rule is a powerful rule that can help you become a confident speaker. So apply this particular rule and see what kind of difference it brings to your speaking and to your fluency too. So that's it for today. That was the lesson for today. I hope you're going to apply this particular rule and become an absolute confident English speaker. Now I'm gonna see you again with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.